I'm going to show you guys how I fit 285s on my Toyota Tacoma while spending the least amount of money possible and getting the most clearance that I can. It really didn't take a whole lot of effort, and it's a lot scarier before you actually do it. But once you pull the trigger, get some bigger tires, and do the steps necessary to get them to fit while following a budget mindset, then it really isn't that bad. And I'm going to show you guys everything that I did in order to accomplish this look.
So the first thing we need to talk about is why you'd want to upgrade to a 285 tire, which is also a 33. A lot of people do it just for looks. That's one of the main reasons I did it. But you also get more off-road capability because, you know, bigger tire means more ground clearance, more surface area when you're climbing rocks, and overall, going off-road, bigger tires is better. Everyone knows that. But looks also play a big factor into it.
There are 3 places that 285s love to rub on these trucks. Those being this part of the wheel well and the cab mount. If you have a positive offset wheel, then you can potentially rub on the upper control arm, then also the front of the wheel well. The back and front of the wheel well are fine because those are plastic and this can easily be trimmed and molded with a heat gun. But whenever you get into the cab mount and upper control arm territory, then that's where things get a little more expensive and you have to do a little bit more work. Now, in my case, I wanted to go for a wide stance. So I got a negative offset wheel. These are negative 25. Then I also have 1.25 inch spacers on here. So rubbing on the upper control arm was never going to be a problem for me. My problem, and what most people's problem is, because a lot of people like, you know, zero offset, they want it to be even with the fenders, or they want it to stick out a little bit, you're going to run into the cab mount. And that is the most common place to rub, and it's the most commonly chopped place on a Tacoma. So the wider you go, the more you're going to rub on the inside of here and the cab mount. So getting into the cab mount, you guys can see the stock cab mount comes out. You see where my finger's pointing? It'll come out, and it comes out kind of at an angle this way. So at its biggest point, I probably gained about 1 inch of clearance. But basically all you have to do for a cab mount, most of you probably already know this, but you cut off the stock cab mount face, and then you go back as far back for clearance as you want, and then you weld on a new plate. Now, I was able to do this basically for free. All I had to do was buy the plates because me and a buddy welded this together. And this is actually our second go at it, and we got way more clearance, and it looks a lot better. You guys might have also noticed in there, I smashed my pinch welds. Basically, all you do for that is you just cut out this part of the wheel well, and then you get an angle grinder and you cut your pinch weld into like inch intervals, and then you smash it down with a hammer, and then coat it with a rubber coating. And that keeps, if you have a really wide stance like this, it will rub on the pinch weld. So that was almost a necessity for me. Then I also had to do a lot of trimming down here at the bottom of this with a lot of metal, so it'll focus. But after doing all that, I don't rub. Okay, that's a lie. I rub a little bit, but it's only in reverse. And it's honestly something that I think I could fix, but it's not enough of a problem for me to feel it's necessary. So for right now, it's good. I'm getting this front bumper fixed, as you guys can see. It's cracked, and I'm getting a new bumper, and this part's broken right here. But one of the areas that I'm rubbing is on the wheel well up here. It's rubbing right here. So as you guys can see over here, I have practiced a Viper cut just so I was comfortable with doing it on my new bumper when I get it. So I will be doing a Viper cut on both sides, which will give me some clearance in the front. But, you know, overall, with the 2-inch level I have, the cab mount chop that, you know, I'm not factoring the cost of that besides the plates, so $20, like $100 for the level. And then, you know, that was free. So basically I paid $100 to clear 285s, which is a lot of people, it's a dream for them, but it's very accomplishable. Just get your cab mount chopped and basically all your problems will go away. And the less wide you are, the less problems you're gonna have with it. So I highly recommend finding, if you know how to weld, do the cab mount chop yourself, but just get it done. You will fit 285s just fine. And a lot of the misconceptions about gas mileage and how slow it is, they're not crazy, at least not with these Nitto Ridge grapplers. They're like 57 pounds of tire or something like that. So They're not too heavy, but I really haven't noticed a big difference from these from the 265s. So I know for a fact once you get to 35s, then that's a problem. But right now, the gas mileage, the speed, everything feels just the same as it was 265s. So I now believe, I changed my opinions. I now believe 285s to be the best size tire for your truck. You need to do a little bit of work to get them to fit, but once you get them to fit, they're very worth it.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe down below. It's greatly appreciated. I also just noticed that it kind of looks like we're leaning a little bit. I don't know what my opinions are about that, but it might just be because I'm on an incline. I don't know for sure, but it's kind of funny. So hopefully you guys go and try and fit 285s in your truck. I actually do recommend it if you have the means necessary to get them to fit. But if you do, they really change the look of the whole truck. And if you're at 265s right now and you're about to wear them down and you want to upgrade or get new tires, then just get the 285s, spend the extra money, get the stuff done that you need. And overall, in the long run, I think it is really worth it. So that's just my opinions, though. Everyone has their own opinions. That's how this all works. So yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.